The weather elements conspired against us to provide a lot of clouds and a few showers and fog along the shore. You can see that flow of moisture coming on up from a trough southeast of us, helping to drive that our way. And upper level components, I call it a trigger. It's vorticity max, but a trigger will do. That's going to continue to move. Its position has helped to generate the showers, by the way. And that's going to continue to move off and away overnight tonight and head out. And the flow of moisture will back off a bit, and we'll go back to partly cloudy tomorrow in the forecast, eventually by afternoon. 67 with lots of clouds overnight tonight. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Coastal fog advisory is still going to be in effect until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Be aware of that, please. 68 to 70 degrees from 6 to 7 a.m. and to 8 a.m. But still lots of clouds out there. Mild though, and then running on to warm by the afternoon. 80 to 83 degrees mid-valley. Southeast wind 10 to 15. But look at that. Yep, the sun breaking out and southeast winds and sunshine getting this forecast back on track. So yes, we start out mostly cloudy in Hidalgo County, but we end up with clearing in the afternoon. McAllen hitting 85. That's not bad. Some of the wind gusts out of the southeast may hit 20, 25 at times. That's just barely breezy around these parts. And you can see temperatures from the low 80s in the mid-valley to the low 70s at the coast, in part helping to generate the fog as well with the warm air swirling around that cool water. That's the water temperature that's driving that temperature down. Now, the past 30 days, we have been, well, hurting for certain. We need more rain around the valley. You can see the 30-day running tally shows we are at or well below normal across the Rio Grande Valley for rainfall. That's also reflected in the soil moisture. We can see 20 to 30%, that range for soil moisture. It should be a little bit, would be nice to have it in the 40 to 50 and 60% range. But again, this is the start of a trend because we have, it's a dry time of year for us, one, and two, we could use some rain. And as well, our lake levels, our reservoirs are not doing well. We're basically down a tad at Falcon and holding on at Amistad, but the levels are, pitiful. Very peaked. We need rain in the sweet spot. Here's the Rio Grande Valley right here, and here's Falcon and Amistad reservoirs, but we need that rain in northeast Mexico, and then we need it to be allowed to run into those reservoirs, and then things will get a little bit better. There's a lot of wouldas, wouldas, and couldas and shouldas in there, so that's going to take a lot to move that. You can see next week, somebody's moving the cold air back into our forecast. We have Monday with temperatures in the 80s, and then Tuesday, whoop, the front pushes through Monday, and then Tuesday we're looking at temperatures in the 60s, and then temperatures in the 50s by Wednesday. It's a 30-degree tumble for those 3 days. So yes, colder air potentially coming our way early next week to last into, well, really much of next week. All right, folks, that's a look at it from here. We're going to have more in sports coming up.